Learning Equinox. In our video today on banking literacy, we shall be touching upon what are the different modes of account operation. Now, when you go to a bank to open an account, you either go and open it individually or with many people around. So, when I say many people, it could be two people or more than two people. And when you fill in the form, you also have an option which calls for mode of operation. So, you need to make a choice whether you want it single, whether you want jointly operated, whether you want anyone or survivor, either or survivor. These are the different options that you get to see on the form. And today we shall be discussing more on details about these different mode of operation. Now, this is important because depending on the mode of operation, you will be able to do the deposits and withdrawal of funds from your account. More so, it pays emphasis on withdrawal of funds because it's important to have control over your money. So, if I'm having singly, who can operate? If I'm having former or survivor, what will happen to my account, and so on. So, it's very important to select the correct option. And in this video, we shall be discussing how you will make the choice of what basis the understanding of what goes behind these different modes of operation. So in this video, we shall understand all of this. If you're watching this video on Learning Equinox for the first time, then I suggest you consider subscribing to our channel because we come up with videos regularly on different topics on learning and development. If you like it, do give it a thumbs up too and share it around with others to educate them as well and update more knowledge. So let us look at the different modes of operation and which sort of account will have which mode. So firstly, if I talk about singly as a mode of operation, a single account, that is if an individual goes to open an account in the bank, he will have the account mode of operation as singly. Then there are other options like either or survivor and former or survivor. So when there are two account holders to the account, that is only two account holders, not more than two, then you have these two options available with you, either or survivor, former or survivor. When there are more than two account holders, you have options like anyone or survivor. When there are two, so you can have jointly, and when there are more than two, also you can have jointly. So, more than one, basically, you can have the account mode of operation jointly. So, now that you have some idea about what the different modes are and what type of accounts you can have, we shall look at what happens when you execute these different transactions. So now let us understand who can do what in which mode. So first let us understand when you have a single operated account. So in that case, the activity of account opening, you need to take care of it singly. That is, only your signature will be required to be maintained in the signature card by the bank. In case of signing of checks, of a single account holder, the single owner of the account can simply sign the check and make payments. In case of closure of FD or on maturity of FD, again, it's the owner itself, that's the single owner. Because it is operated by one person, it becomes a lot easier that, all activities are conducted by that one person alone. So, be it premature closure or stop payment or closure of an FD, every single thing is done by that individual himself. In the event of death of one of the first holder, in that case, the account gets operated by the nominee. So that is why banks mandate that if you're opening an account with a single account holder, make sure that you're having nomination in that account. So in the event of the single owner gets deceased, the funds can be accessed by the nominee to that account. Let's move on to the next bit. In case you have two account holders, so two account holders, as I already mentioned, you will have first one either or survivor. So when you're selecting either or survivor, what happens to the different activities? Obviously in the account opening form, both the account holders need to sign. In case of checks or in case of closure of FD on maturity, any one of the two can sign. So that is why it is either or. So any one of the two, that is the first or the second holder, can sign for issue of funds from the account via check or for closure of FD on maturity. In the event of premature closure of FD, because there is an element of loss of interest, when you're closing an FD before maturity, there is an element of loss of interest. Also, some banks call for a premature closure charge on closure of FD. In both these cases, definitely it's important that both the account holder's signature is required. In case of stop payment, any one of the two can, again, because it's something that's come to the notice that there could be a possible risk in the account, so any one of the two can uh, give the instruction for stop payment. In the event of death of any one of the holders, the second holder, that is the survivor of the two, that's why either or survivor, the survivor of two can take charge of that account, and the bank will follow the instructions of the survivor. While we talk about where there are two account holders and the mode of operation selected by you is former or survivor. When I say former or survivor, the name itself says the first one or the survivor. So obviously all activities as we discussed will change. The account opening, obviously both signatories have to sign the account opening form. When I say in case of checks or closure of FD, it is the duty of the former to give the instruction to the bank. The second holder cannot sign checks or close on FD because the operation mode is former or survivor and not either or survivor. In case of premature closure of FD, both have to sign it jointly because again here there's a loss of interest and in some banks there's a case of premature closure charge. So it's a loss of revenue. That's why both joint holders should be aware and that's why both the joint holders need to sign jointly. In case of stop payment, because there is a potential risk of money flowing out from the bank, the option under former or survivor, anyone, the former or the survivor, can give a stop pay instruction. In the event of the death of the first account holder, the survivor takes charge of the account. Obviously, in case of the survivor, the former is anyway, it's a former operated account. So, in case of the death of the first holder, the survivor takes charge. Now let's see what happens if there are more than two account holders. As I already told you, if there are more than two account holders, you need to select one of the option is anyone or survivor. When I say anyone, it's somewhat similar to either or survivor. The only difference between anyone or survivor and either or survivor is in case of either or, there are only two people. In anyone, there could be more than two people. So again, account opening, all the parties have to sign. The signature on the check is acceptable of any one of the three or four or whatever number of people you have in the account added. In case of closure of FD, anyone can do. Again, premature closure withdrawal, as I already have been telling you, it's a risk. So all people who are the holders of the account will have to sign. In case of a stop payment, again, anyone can do it. And in the event of the death of anyone, the other survivors can take charge of that account. Let us move to another bit that is about the mode of operation when there are either two or more than two account holders and the mode of operation you have selected as jointly. In such a situation, in case of an account opening, signing of check, closure of FD, premature closure, all of these activities have to be signed jointly because simply the mode of operation is jointly. So if there are two people, both of them. If there are three people, all three of them, and so on. So the number of people that are there in the account as account holders, all of them jointly have to sign the account opening form for each of and every check that you issue. In case of a jointly operated account, all the holders need to place their sign on the check. In case of closure of FD on maturity or a premature closure of the FD, in both the scenarios, jointly account mode of operation, all the holders have to sign. In case of stop payment, because it's a potential loss where money could move out of your bank account, obviously anyone can give that instruction and the bank will accept it. In the event of the death of the first account holder, the survivors to the account and the legal heir of the deceased takes charge over this account. For example, there are two account holders and they have selected the mode of operation as jointly. Any one dies. So the one who is surviving the second one and the legal heir of the first one who is deceased. become the people who are going to operate the account. That is what happens in jointly. So that's all for our video today. If you have any questions regarding the different mode of operations, please feel free to put your comments in the comment section below and we shall try to respond to you with utmost clarity. If you have not yet subscribed to Learning Equinox, then please go ahead and subscribe on the red button and subscribe to our channel. Also keep yourself notified by hitting on to the notification button. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.